Hello truckers and welcome back to American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. We are in Burlington, Iowa, and today we are actually going to be leaving Iowa and headed towards Wichita, Kansas. I say towards, we're going to Wichita, Kansas after we pick up our trailer here at Dow. I think I'm picking up Aromatics, so I think overall it'll be like a $2,000 trip, I think, is what I'm getting paid for. I don't remember how many miles it is. I think like 550-ish miles is what we're going to be doing. I think I'm picking up the trailer right where I parked the other trailer at the end of last episode. It is an external contract because I'm trying to help out the community a little bit more if this actually counts. I know I'm taking the load from Iowa, but I'm not delivering it to Iowa, so I don't know if that matters or not. But if it does, at least it'll count towards it. I still think we're like 10 million miles shy of the community goal, and we still got like 3 or 4 weeks left. So back on up to here. Nice little thud. And away we go. Yeah, 517 miles. About a 10-hour trip, so that's about a good working day for us. And, yeah, not making 20 stops during the day. Okay, not 20 stops. I wasn't doing that before. But yeah, we're not making a lot of stops. Just because we're going from one city to another. We're making a trip all the way through. Am I trying to leave the same way as I did last time? Yeah, I goofed up somewhere, so we'll just... We'll cut across the yard right here. Up over the curb there. Luckily, no one's watching. I'm sure no one's watching. So, that's a good start. This is what I would like to find out today is... Well, in the last episode, the truck seemed a little sluggish a couple of times. I'm still not sure what was causing that. So we'll see what happens today when I get on the road and try to get up to speed. It was like anywhere from 9th to 12th gear getting up to that speed there. So we'll see what happens when I get on the interstate. So like I said, we're in Burlington, Iowa, which we are leaving. And we're going to Wichita, Kansas with this load. It weighs, a pretty decent, we'll just call it 48,000 pounds of, yeah, aromatics is what we are hauling. And we are kind of taking, let me get the map out here. This is where we are, Burlington, Iowa. Yeah, I really haven't been on a couple of these roads here, so I wanted to cut down through the top of Missouri because we have not taken this road. And yeah, we're going to be kind of cutting across all the way to Wichita. Not really taking a whole lot of interstates. Well, maybe I am taking a whole lot of interstates. Not at first. Once we get on the I-35, then we are kind of taking interstates all the way to Wichita, it seems like. So it should be a pretty much simple ride, I would think. Company is doing well, up to 112,000. Again, we're saving up for trucks now. We got 2 open spots, if I remember correctly. Both in the Seattle garage. Are you turning in here? Yes, you are. So let our workers do what they need to do. We did start the day at 6 o'clock in the morning. And yeah, when we finish the delivery, that'll be the end of our day. Not really doing the whole 6 to 5 o'clock thing anymore. Just trying to get a load that goes a good distance. Wherever it ends up, it ends up. I'm not going to be like, well, it's only 3 o'clock, got 2 more hours on my clock, let's go somewhere. And I'm getting to the point of saying, that's good enough. That's what you can do as the owner-operator of a company, right? You can pretty much call your own hours if you want to. And we'll see how the truck gets up to speed today, see if there's any issues with it. as a driver. Luke P is bringing in some cash, $1,100. 45 miles an hour. Well, it's going to be hard to see if I can get up to speed when the speed limit's only 45. Seeing billboards out for Louisiana. Oh yeah, so the big news, I've actually talked about a couple of times during my live stream, so I've kind of figured it's old news. But I think this is the first episode that I've made since SCS have announced that ATS and Euro Truck are both coming to console. I did not see, I didn't hear too much about it, I just saw the title of SCS coming to console, or ATS, ETS2. Coming to PlayStation and Xbox. I don't know about date releases and all that, but if you search the internet, I'm sure you can probably find something about when they expect to do that if they don't have a date out there already. So if you have console and been wanting to get your hands on this game, it is coming. I'm wondering if they're going to have two different versions of the game. One for PC and one for console. I kind of, in some ways, I kind of hope they do. Only because console, when games come to console, sometimes the game's got to slow down a bit for them to be able to play the game at a good frame rate. I think that's what holds back Farming Simulator a bit. So I don't know if they're going to have two different versions of the game, one for console, one for PC. I don't know. But I'm sure they're not going to come out on console and have to back down what they've already have out here on the game, so I don't see that happening. Wait, what's the speed limit through here? Uh-oh. Also, the light is changing. 45 through here. I don't know, but it's good news for the console players, so I'll have to wait and see how it all takes place. If I seem a little tired, it is just because I just got done streaming for about 5.5 hours, streaming Mafia: The Old World. Or the Old Country. Loving that game. If you haven't seen the streams, you can go check it on out. It is a storyline-driven base game, so if you like storyline type of games, you might want to check it on out. Might be right up your alley. I kind of need to get over to that left lane, I think. I mean, I can see I will be going to the left. But I don't know if both of these lanes are going to let me go to the left or not. So I'm going to move on over. Good old rotaries. Truckers love rotaries. Yep, this is where I need to be going. Especially a rotary like that. That's a tight radius rotary. If the rotary is, you know, big radius, it's not much of an issue for a trucker, I would think. I'm going to get over to here in the right lane. When I do get there, where am I going? I'm going to the Wichita National Airport. Well, so far today, the truck does not feel sluggish like it did last time. But I've yet to really try to get the truck up to speed yet either. I think I may have shifted a little bit too quickly there, but it's a good test for it. Yes, so far it's not acting sluggish. Welcome back to Missouri. We have now left Iowa for the first time in weeks. Well, speed limit's only 55. I better slow on down. Try to avoid getting ourselves a ticket. Bit of a thud there. I think my trailer may have gone off the road a bit. Off the shoulder and onto the dirt. Just giving the aromatics a bit of a stir back in that tank. I wonder what aromatics actually are. I think I may have asked that question before. I haven't got a clue. Yeah, I know one thing. This truck is definitely not acting sluggish today. And we definitely got a lot more weight than we had last time, too. I think the last load was a below average load. And today we got above average load. Like speed limit is 60. Set the cruise control. Oh yeah, also see if my cruise control deactivates on its own. Yeah, I wonder if I was going to look into it and I kind of forgot to see if I had a dead spot in my wheels or not my wheels but my pedals. I wonder if it wasn't, you know, brake wasn't activating somehow. Nice rolling stop. Let's go 30 miles through town here. I think I'm actually turning left here. Yes. Again, I don't have... Okay. That's just the loan payment. I don't have... to where we can see the barriers on roads I can't take on. I would just hit the invisible wall, and then they would show up. Oh, is this a viewpoint from up here? This might be a viewpoint, which I have not done. It's either a viewpoint or take a photo of something. Here somewhere. I see a video camera, so let's see what this one's all about. Highland Farms. Anyone from Missouri or anyone from this general area know what the Highland Farms are? Let me know what makes it a little bit special. Not sure I know what that noise was as we were doing a flyover. Oh, there was a harvester actually going down the road. So this must be maybe a rest area for the truckers that come to the farm. They have a place they can pull over and rest up if they need to. Nice little shot of the river there. Oh, someone even fishing. All right, fun time is over. Time to get back on the move, Cindy. I can't really see if anyone's coming from your way, so just do what you normally do. Just pull out in traffic and make them stop. And in a couple seconds, they're probably going to try to pass me. I didn't really look, but I'm sure my loan payment was the same as it's always been. $6,012. Alright, still 60 miles an hour on this road. We'll set the cruise control back to 60. And just head on down the road. A windy road. Eventually we get back onto the interstate for the rest of the trip. Tori bringing in a good amount of cash. Not sure where that harvester went, but I'm pretty sure they turned off by now because I would have caught up to them. I would think doing 60. And I wouldn't think a harvester would need to drive down this far the road. Not to say there's not fields to harvest down through here, but... It's been a while since we've been outside of Iowa and pretty much anywhere else. About a month and a half, I would say. Looks like we're getting down the interstate right up here. Yep, I-35. Alrighty. BP. 5 miles on left. Well, Kansas City is 100 miles out. We're going a little further than that. Yeah, I'm going to say something weird was just going on just last episode. Truck seems to be acting as I expected it to with the current weight trailer that we have. But I would have thought if it was my pedals causing the problem, you'd think there would be a continuing problem going on because I haven't changed any settings. Or it just wasn't my day for driving an ATS. Who knows? Although, if you did watch my live stream earlier today, by the way, I'm recording this on the Friday before, when I was playing Mafia: The Old Country, I was in a car race back. You know, the years are set back in the early 1900s, and I think I hit everything that was on the map, as you would expect from me, anyways. I would say those old cars back in the early 1900s, they were pretty durable for the way I was beating it up. See, I don't really consider the truck being sluggish now, because I am hauling 48,000? Yeah, about 48,000 pounds. And it does seem like we're going slightly uphill. Kansas City International Airport, I assume that stood for KCI Airport. Alright, now this is weird. Right now what I'm trying to do is set the cruise control for 65, and it won't even accept it. What's going on? Well, I was able to set cruise control a while ago. I'm not sure why I'm not able to set it now. Well, the mystery continues. Meanwhile, I'll try to stay focused on where I need to be turning. Oh, I had it for a second, and then it turned off. Yeah, see, you might be able to see it. It flickers once in a while. It goes on and off. Alright, I might be back to where there might be an issue with my wheel. Oh, there it goes. Nope, now it's off. No, it's doing the same thing again. It's doing the same thing as it did last episode. Why did it work at the beginning and now not? Well, if anyone else has experienced this problem, let me know. By the way, welcome to Kansas. We just crossed the state line. Looks like I'll be going to the right when we get up here. Don't know what cities I'm going through, but looks like I'm going to be going through Topeka. Why are we slowing down this much? I don't know. How slow do you want to go? I always hate when there's a car in front of me like that and I turn my head to see if there's any oncoming traffic, because I'm afraid that the vehicle in front of me is just going to stop, because there is a yield sign there. All right, we're going through the easy toll, the easy pass. Well, I would like to move over. You're going to pull right on out, aren't you? Of course you are. I mean, didn't you have a yield sign there? Well, either way, at least the sluggish problem does not seem to be there, but now I got the problem with the cruise control. And I also got a problem with AI traffic just randomly. I mean, there might be a car in front of him that slowed down. Is there? No, there isn't. So he just decided to brake check me? Let's see here. Wichita. There we go. I was able to set the cruise control, no problem. Sorry to keep talking about, but now I got to figure out what the heck's going on. And we'll see if it stays active. Unless I decide to hit the clutch or the brake. Meanwhile, we're only 167 miles out from Wichita. And again, I'm getting paid, what, I'm getting paid a lot more than I thought I was. $28.75 is what I'm getting paid for this delivery. See, I moved over for that guy. If I could, I will. Or, I mean, if I can, I will. Just getting back over here because I'm sure I'm the slowpoke. Yeah, speed limit on the interstate is 75. I'm doing the max 65. I guess it does make kind of sense. I just realized I'm hauling aromatics, whatever that actually is, and we're going to the Wichita National Airport with it. Carl P. Bringing in some cash. It does seem like most of the time now our drivers are bringing in at least 1,000 or more. We do have a good number of new drivers on the crew, where their ratings just aren't up there yet. But even they are, I think, are bringing in near 1,000 plus more. Emporia. Well, that's not where I'm going. Keep my eye on the oncoming traffic just to see if there's a truck coming. Not a pickup truck, but a truck. Looks like traffic is picking up for a Sunday afternoon. Looks like someone was hauling a cat wheel loader, and they're up there on the hill. Yeah, so again, I'm not too sure exactly what's going on with the cruise control now. Having issues now in the past 2 episodes, because now I've set it and it seems perfectly fine. But for a while there, I couldn't even set it. It was just like on, off instantly. I'll have to see next time I play Farm Sim, which will be over this weekend, if I have any issues with the wheel. See if it's a wheel issue, or, I mean, if it doesn't happen during Farm Sim, because I do use what is the cruise control button here. I use that button quite a bit in Farm Sim. I'll see if I got the problem in that game. If I don't, then, yeah, I'm not too sure. Just a small problem I gotta figure out. Looks like my exit coming up. Don't know if I can just go through here. So I paid $21 for the toll. Something I don't have to deal with where I live. We don't have tolls around here. I'm not saying there are none up in this general area, but for the most part, there isn't. Pick a different gear. $37 miles out. Oh, 60 miles an hour, okay. Can I set the cruise control here? Yep, not a problem. Just weird. Do we have a photo opportunity coming up? I think so. Must be downtown Wichita I'll be taking a picture of. kind of get like right about here. Photo mode. And when I turn around, is it going to say downtown Wichita? Group Bank Arena. Must be... No, it's not. I figured it might be that building. Oh, no, it's right there. Right there in the background. Well, we will just do this, because it is Wichita. Let's see, I'm going to the left, but I think I got to go off the off-ramp. And then cross over. Now here, the sign says the Eisenhower Airport. And yeah, you can see some planes now. But they're calling it here the Wichita National Airport. But it seems like the signs are saying the Eisenhower Airport. Is this a four-way stop? Yes, it is. You know, it'd be cool because I haven't had to do one in a very long time. As if this is one load I actually bring up into a cargo plane. But I don't think that's going to be it. We're going to cut it wide here. Somewhere right in front of us is where I'm going with it. Oh, now I see it. Steady as she goes. Shouldn't be too difficult, but those are the ones I tend to screw up. Perfect. Give me my money. So we are up for a company at 130, but pretty soon 133,000. Where are we? Where's my money? 133,000. So looking very, very good. If we go to world map, so you can kind of see where we were today. We did start the day up here in Burlington, and we went through Ottumwa. Then I think we came on down and went through kind of around Kansas City, kind of between Topeka and Emporia, and on the way on down to Wichita. So we're pretty much almost like smack dab, almost right in the center of the country, if you will. Almost center. I don't know if Junction City would be almost the center of the country. Not too sure. And again, for those who are wondering, I live up in this general area right here. So we don't have any tolls up here. I think there is, well, I-90 in New York used to have tolls. Been a while since I've actually been on the I-90 there. I don't know if they needed tolls anymore. If they got rid of that, I have no idea. That's why I said we don't have any tolls up here. Nor do we have billboards. Our state does not allow billboards on the highways. Yeah, all two of them. But anyways, that is where we are in Wichita. And it's not a bad place for me and Cindy to maybe get out and just just have a look at the airplanes taking off for a bit while they unload our cargo. Can we see any planes taking off? Don't see any currently. But yeah, so we'll be starting off here next episode, of course. I'll probably start off at 6 o'clock in the morning because that seems like a good thing to do. That way we can drive all day. And where we go is all depending on what I find for load and where it wants to go. Unless you have a location that you would like me to go. It's been a while since someone said, oh, could you go to this location? Yeah, it's been a while since we had a request to go somewhere. But anyways, that's where I'm going to wrap up for today. If you're still here and you want to help me out a little bit more, hitting the thumbs up button does more than you know. Thumbs down button's there as well. And if you're new here and like this kind of content, you might want to think about that subscribe notification bell so you don't miss on out. But anyways, yep, that's where I'm going to wrap up for today. Hope that you guys enjoyed the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in American Truck Simulator with realistic economy. But until then, have a good one.